Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
What? 380!
Mike 56! Bandit! Bandit! Check, 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 check! Check! Crunch! 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 Hey! Hey! Check 24! Watch 24! Switch! Switch!
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
There. Good job right there. Good job right there. Good. Good.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check, 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 check.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch the split. Watch the split. Mike 56. Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Around the 35-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, New York.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
19. One foot.
Here we go, D.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. First carry for Darius Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Geis. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
General West. Hey!
57.
Out of the gun, Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch number 5. Watch number 5. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an
Hard. Ready.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 15. Check Friday. Check 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
One left.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's right, baby. Check 31. Watch the eye. Zebra. Check the backer. Tight dog.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. We're scoreless after 1. Corey Vedvik on to punt the football. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
12.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. Herndon's got it complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wilson now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. On the ground, this is Johnson. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Four down. 56.
So don't say nothing.
56.
To throw is Wilson. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, alert.
Play action. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, here's Love. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Look at me, zipper.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Ready up.
Flag 33, check flag 33. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Hey, Echo.
Off the play fake. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
25.
On first down, Wilson going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
13. 56.
Play action. Now Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Zimmerman. And I think the ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And it is good. Well, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a toss. This is Geis looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
56.
Here's Wilson. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Spot that. Stand it. Hey, 0.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing is Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a give, right side. Taylor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
56. Quick talking for 14. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Move to the team. 56. Check 56. Here we go.
Here's Wilson to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got him.
Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You don't want to see me. You don't want me. 5. Yep. 33. Drop deep. Hey, check this.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Watch twins.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
At the 25-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
14, fight
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, check back.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
80 weapon. Tighten up. 5.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Off the play fake, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. 19, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We got this.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Zimmerman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
56. Hey, 56. Four down. 56. Tackles. Alert flare. 22.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Matthews makes the ground. A good pickup there, 20 yards. To throw again is Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A big play there out of Geis. 41 yards.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Redskins, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.